Come on, bring it to me. Ferto, 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 Ferto. Hi here, Finns here. I am back for another of my independent reviews, giving my review of all 35 entries for this year's Eurovision Song Contest 2026 that will take place in Vienna, Austria. The next country on my list is Greece, the Greece, and Akylas with the song Ferto, which means bring it on. You know what? Greece had the national selection of 28 songs this year. I was like, gosh, Greece, sometimes less is more. You really need all those artists to compete when you're selecting one song. And I had like big names like Good Job Nikki, Eva Genelina, and all this lot. And then Akylas was in the mix as well. And I listened to his song briefly as the audio cut. I was like, okay, this is one of the favourites. There's something there. Tiny bit repetitive in places. I thought, but then I saw him perform it in the national selection and saw the personality, and I was like, okay, this has grown on me. This is warm for me. Feto, feto, feto. And then seeing him in interviews and seeing how sweet of a person he is. And I love when he just does his star jumps after he's finished his song. I think this just has actually got a good heart to it, actually, the meaning of the song, him dedicating it to his mum that struggled during when Greece had their financial issues a decade ago in the early 2010s. Actually, there's a good heart about this. But then there's always that whatever moment and the feto, feto. It's fun, it's joyful, but it's got a good meaning. It's got a good heart to it, which I like. And Akylas is one of the sweetest guys ever. Like, so lovely and so kind and so warm as well, and so funny as well. He's a sweet little Greek hairy little man.
I'm a happy man. Woo-hoo!
But we adore him for it. Um, and a bit camp as well, but we love him for it and we adore him for it. And yeah, I mean, I do think maybe it's a tad of bit repetitive sometimes, but it's grown on me. I wasn't so sure when the song slowed down a little bit, where I was like, oh God, have we got into another song? But then when you know the meaning of it, it's understandable a bit more. Yeah, I think I warmed to how Akylas performs the song and himself really is. And when he won the national selection and it's so emotional and dedicated to his mum, that was one of the moments where you kind of think, oh gosh, he's a good egg. He's a good egg, Akylas. And there's nice Greek moments as well. It's like it's a pop kind of retro feel, but it's got Greek elements that do. I think the public are going to really like this. I mean, have been moments where it's been really high nods, and then it dropped down with some people afterwards. But then the pre-parties came, and then more people love it now. So I think there is hope out there for Greece. I think Greece could storm the televote. I think they could win the televote. And I think music experts will get behind this. Okay, I don't think it's going to win the jury vote, but I think it could be like Harrier, where it could come top five with the juries, maybe. I think there is love out there. I think there is vocal there. They will upgrade the staging. There is creativity there. You have a good performer with Akylas. So I think there's nothing for the juries to massively drag down unless Akylas has himself a really bad vocal moment in Eurovision. But if he can keep his voice, save his voice for the big show. Yeah, I really think actually Greece will definitely be in the top five this year. They're definitely qualified. Like, that's not up for debate. They could win the semi-final. I think that or Finland, I feel like, will win the semi-final. And I definitely think Greece will probably win the televote actually in the grand final. And yes, I know Israel's there, but I just think Greece is a bit of fun. Oh, Cyprus, so, oh gosh. But anyway, we'll talk about those a bit later. But Greece, though, I think it's one to watch. It definitely is. It will just come down to how they upgrade it from the national selection, let's say, because the national selection performance was actually quite good for a small stage. They filmed the stage right, and yeah. But I hope it does get bigger. My score out of 10 for Greece is an 8. I think it's a good 8. I think it's a deserved 8. Maybe there's some parts of the song where I do kind of feel get a bit repetitive, the whole Ferto Ferto after a while, but then I see Akylas perform it, and I was like, and and there is moments to breathe as well. It's not too forced as well, and it's not, there are moments of calmness, and then there's moments of joy, and then it goes silly crazy. So, yeah, I think Greece will do very well this year. I just think, yeah, I think they are going to be one to watch out for. And yeah, I'm all here for it if Greece ends up winning. Next year in Athens, 20 years since they last host, I would definitely be up for it. You know, Everybody going Feto Feto next year, why not? Why not? I think everyone would be happy to have a couple of weeks in Greece next year, that's for sure. Um, they are a contender this year. They are a contender. But anyway, what do you think of the song? Comment down below in the comment section below. Like and subscribe this video, and I'll be back for more videos and more content of independent reviews on my channel very soon. Until then, goodbye, people, goodbye. And then, until then, Feto, 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 Feto.